And today is one of those days where, it's just a topic that comes up. I just got off the phone with a gentleman, one of my clients, and we were talking about credit and credit reports. Actually, credit reports. Now, there's a lot of stuff involved in your credit report, your credit profile, your credit score, your names are on your credit report, not just your names, but your current address. Sometimes credit reports don't even have your current address. They have addresses that might even be old. Sometimes credit reports have old addresses that you may or may not even live there anymore. So, knowing what's on your credit report is super important. Another thing that's on your credit report is going to be items that maybe you've had old loans that are in the past that you didn't even know or realize you had. They are, or maybe you had them at one time, but you forgot about them, but they maybe have some negative impact on your credit score. So they're still lingering around on your credit report. And some of those items are going to be hurtful if they're bad. If they're negative items, maybe you've had late payments, maybe if you've had any late, um, or maybe you've had balances that are exceeding the limit, or maybe you've just had some negative action on there. Those things, even though they're old, they're going to continue to be on your credit report for quite some time. And what you want to do is you want to know what's on your credit report. You want to know what your credit profile looks like. You want to know, is this something that I should keep on my credit report, or is it something that needs to be removed from my credit report? And that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about right now is why and how often should you actually look at your credit report? Let me tell you, if you go online and you just kind of Google, how often should I look at my credit report? What you're going to see is most articles or most advice is going to say, look at your credit report at least one time a year. That's probably what you're typically going to find online. And I would actually say that you should be looking at your credit report at least once a month. That's what I tell my clients, and that's what I've been regularly doing with my own credit report. Is I go online and I look at my report at least once a month, because your credit report can vary from month to month. It can go up, your credit score can go up, or it could go down depending on your credit habits. So you want to be on top of that. Not only that, if there's any fraudulent activity, like maybe somebody stole your social security number, maybe somebody stole your address, or are using your address, or yet even using your name, you wouldn't know that for quite some time if you just looked at your credit report once a month. I mean, once a year. That's way too long. In this day and age when things turn over so quickly, you want to know what's on your credit report now. You want to know, or at least you should know what's on it now, because what's on it is going to affect you, not just now, but it's going to affect you in the long run. So if you have an old loan, if you have an old credit card that's been lingering around because it went to collections, or you've had some late payments, you want to make sure that we address those. So you need to know what's on those now. So waiting too long is probably going to hurt you rather than help you. Like I said, I tell my clients, let's look at your report on a monthly basis. I know I look at my own personal report on a monthly basis. I don't like waiting because if I'm going to get another loan or a small business loan that I need for my business, or I'm going to open up a new credit account, I want to make sure that my credit report is at a good standing before I ask for the loan. And you definitely don't want to do that if you already have relations with a bank. Let's say you have good relations with a credit union, right? You're a member of a credit union and you're doing well with them, and they offer a credit card, but you want to keep that relationship good with that credit union. So if you have some bad inquiries on your credit report or negative items, and then you go to your credit union and you ask them for that credit card, where they're going to look at your report and then they're going to find out that you haven't really been keeping up on your other payments or your other loans very well if it's bad. And so they may not give you that credit card, and now you have a little bit of a riff with your own credit union. You have a little bit of a riff with a relationship that you want to keep in good standing. It's just like a friend, right? Borrowing from a friend. if you were to borrow, let's just say $500 from a friend, and you've borrowed maybe 10 bucks from him in the past, 20 bucks from him in the past, and you paid it right away. Well, when you ask him for, hey, brother, can I borrow 500 bucks? He might more likely lend that to you because you've had good relations with him in the past. Now, if you borrow money from your friend and he or she remembers, well, you didn't pay him last time you asked for money. Now you have that little bit of a severed relationship, and that little negative foundation is kind of at risk right now, right? Because they remember that you weren't good on your word last time. So when you go to apply for a credit card or apply for a loan of some sort, make sure your credit report is good and up to date. And you want to do that by looking at your report on a regular basis. I say look at it, like I said, monthly. Actually, you really should look at it monthly, because if you look at it every week, it's not going to change within the month, because a credit report gets updated once a month. Your credit report gets updated once a month by the credit bureau. So every month you have an opportunity to see whether it's a new number, whether it went up or down, or if it's there's new items on there that you didn't know or that you want to get removed. You have an opportunity to look at that often. If you look at it just once a year, I mean, who knows what's going to happen within 1 year? I mean, many different things can happen in 1 year. I mean, so much can happen in 1 year. So my advice to you, if you have an opportunity to look at your credit report, get in touch. You can get in touch with me. I'll message you. I'll put some information down below where you can have access to a place where you can get your credit report from all three bureaus. You gotta also know that if you look at some of these other websites, they might only offer a credit report from one bureau, maybe two bureaus. You want to have access to all three bureaus. Just so you know what the bureaus are, there's TransUnion, there's Equifax, and there's Experian. All three of these bureaus report once a month on your credit report. And that's what's going to update your credit score. So if you're not regularly looking at this, you may not even be aware of what is on your credit report. So take a look at your credit report. I know it takes some time. I know we all have busy lives, and I know there's so much that we have going on our day-to-day schedule, especially right now. There's holidays coming up, and there's a lot of things that going on. But if you can, make it a priority at least once a month to download your credit report, all three bureaus, take a look at what's on there. And if there's something on there that doesn't look good, or it looks fishy, or it looks sketchy, maybe you're skeptical about something that's on there, you can always message me, or there's information down below and I can help you out. I just literally went over an entire credit report with the client just an hour ago as this is being recorded, and we went through his entire profile. We took a look at it and got him on a good understanding of what it is. And I've done that with many clients, and we've put together programs where we can work with them to get their report up to date, and also not just up to date, but cleaned up and in good standing. So that's my video for today. I hope this helps you out a little bit. I hope this helps you with your path on financial freedom, because financial freedom starts with you, and it starts with your credit report, and it starts with knowing what's on your report so that you can be confident that you can go and get the loan that you need, get the mortgage that you need, get the credit card you need, and also get the business loan that you need if you're going to start a business. A lot of people are starting new business nowadays, and that's a fantastic thing. I actually support small businesses, but sometimes you need funding to get yourself going, and you might need funding or credit in some way. So look at your report, take a look at it, see what's on it. If there's something on it and you're not sure why it's on there, message me, look me up, visit my website, and we can get together, schedule a consultation, and I'll be happy to work with you. So if you like this video and you like this type of information, go to my channel, and there's a bunch of information about credit and finance. And if you would please, if you're watching this, please like and subscribe. And I appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a blessed day.